In such cases, the agency may help the farmers to form an association and develop its own laws. One such organization in Gujarat is Sadhguru Water and Development Foundation. Another is the Aga Khan Rural Support Program. Another is Development Support Center.
So generally when we take up a program, we do not ask for any kind of contribution from them. The physical implementation of the program is completely done by the organization, especially for programs like water resources development, water harvesting structures and irrigation projects.
The rules become the constitution of the association and it operates according to these rules. The agency may provide some amount of financial resources for the rehabilitation works and the remaining amount would be collected from the farmers.
The Aga Khan Rural Support Program has provided us support in organizing ourselves for participatory irrigation management.
The association comprises of two levels. They are the general and the executive levels. The general body consists of general members, while the executive body is the decision-making body of the association. All the adult farmers having land in the command area that is to be irrigated by the same water source become the general members of the Water Users Association. Among these general members, the executive members are then elected or are selected by the General Assembly based on consensus. The executive members do not get remuneration but do the work voluntarily. The executive committee usually consists of a chairperson, vice chairperson, secretary, treasurer and other executive members. The executive members are usually the ones who have resources and time to pursue community-related works and who are generally literate. The chairperson presides over all the association's meetings. In his or her absence, the vice chairperson carries out the concerned works. The general meeting of the Water Users Association usually takes place according to its rules and are attended by all the general members. These take place usually before the plantation season. The secretary of the executive committee keeps accounts and the financial records. The secretary is responsible for calling the meeting of the association according to the orders of the chairperson. Sometimes the secretary could be a salaried person. In such a case, the person would not be selected but would be a paid employee. The rest of the executive members also assist in carrying out the duties of the executive committee. Women are substantially involved in agricultural and irrigation works. Gender norms in many countries define irrigation as men's work. The physical works related with irrigation has been the main cause for this. But the reality is different from the stereotype. Women had been involved in some areas of irrigation in the past and are becoming more and more involved at present. As men in the rural areas leave their homes and families in search of economical avenues, the women are left in homes to take care of both the family and the farms. It is we who are involved in irrigation works. The association has recognized this fact by selecting us as members and office bearers in the committee.
One reason why AKRSP decided that we also need to ensure that women also play an important role in irrigation management societies. Initially it was very difficult to convince the societies because irrigation has been a predominantly men's domain. So for men to accept that women would come and also play a role in irrigation management was very, very difficult. Men resisted a lot. But later on, when we conducted a lot of exercises in the field, both with men and women together, men realized that no, it was not they themselves who had a right to decide, but women also need to be included. Even though they were involving women as committee members, the actual role of women was being marginalized.
Studies have shown that it is a certain category of women that are more involved in irrigation management. It is the women who come from poorer households who are so involved. When rules for water users associations are formulated, it is necessary to consider that this category of women are adequately represented. Women face different types of social, cultural and psychological constraints to participate in community works, so necessary measures should be taken to facilitate their participation. The Water Users Association conducts different primary functions. These relate to water acquisition, water allocation and distributing water, system maintenance, conflict resolution and information dissemination. Water acquisition is the process of acquiring water from the source. Water acquisition involves construction activities. Depending on the water source, the water may be acquired through lift pumps, from the canal or under the ground, or diverted through gravity flow schemes. Water acquisition may also include construction of other sophisticated structures. As there are different construction activities, more men than women take part in water acquisition works. Water allocation means assigning rights to users and determining who shall have access to how much of water. There are different types of water delivery systems. The Water Users Association has rules to distribute water. These may be either according to the crop requirement, per land holding size or relative position of the land to the irrigation canal. Both men and women participate in water distribution activities.